It's a brand new year and we have a brand new show here on MCC Live Show. Oh boy, it's gonna be a riot. Hey, welcome to Behind the Dome. Welcome to Behind the Dome, lads, a brand new show here in MCC Live Show where we will discuss everything MCC, from games, strategies, players, and even people in the MCC community. I am very much excited indeed for what's to come. Oh boy. So, tonight we are going to look back to one of the most disastrous grid runners yet in the past events, and our very first player profile coming up. But before that, here are some MCC news. Since the break, there were nothing too much that happened in the MCC atmosphere, well, aside from some interesting stories that happened in the past months or so. So, starting off with the MCC Twitter itself. So, due to an increasing growing number of participants in the event, MCC Championship Twitter will no longer post birthday highlight videos due to the time constraints from making those videos, which it's quite understandable since August is a prime time for those videos. Seen in this calendar shown here with Michael McShill, Fib, Grian, Gumi, Dream, Charlie Somsko, Jack Manifold, Kretzy, G-Nelly, Cupfan, Shubble, Kara, and Frost, and Fruitberries having the same birthday month with each other. Yep, it is gonna be a very tough month to edit. If you are an editor, of course. Poor Noctis. On an unrelated note though, the subreddit was mega mined by none other than this guy right here.
Aim 8, parkour tag, survival games. Survival games is chosen. That is very, very true. Is this a Megamind meme? This is what we've descended to now. The mods are posting Megamind memes.
The Reddit has then turned to its normal state, but the legacy will of course be in our hearts. More of Seapeekay later. And finally, with the growing of the event itself, the Noxcrew is now hiring for more developers to join their team, including the long posted HR manager. To find out more, please go to noxcrew.com/careers and find out more about the roles. And that's all the news. Well then, in the last MC Championship we saw a bunch of people struggling very hard with grid runners, with only 3 teams finishing in MCC 19. What went wrong? Well, it's time to look back at MCC 19's grid runners.
There's no shaping Manhunt.
He's the only one. Look at this. 3 other teammates, completely useless. This is why I follow Dream, because he's
there.
He's on it.
Back in MCC 19, a used to be fan favorite game, Grid Runners were played as the 4th game in the event. With the event's festive theme, some of the rooms were modified to match the theme itself, including some new ones. However, only 3 teams completed the entire course, with Gingerbread Men nearly completed but ran out of time. But what went wrong? Well, we are gonna start with U-Shape. For those who haven't watched the Noxcrew game show, U-Shape's Grid Runner's room has the same premise with the game in the game show. Shave the Santa's beard. In the game show, you will require a lot of extra mechanics from shaving water and more. This one, you just have to shave the Santa. To approach this, same as with the statue room, verticality is the key, with some working from the top to the bottom, some at the top, or some at the bottom.
Start from the top and go to the bottom.
Yeah, your side. You got that side?
Yeah, I think so.
I got my side.
I think we're all good.
Under the...
Can't reach.
Yeah.
There we go, go.
Beautiful, we got it.
We got it.
Next is one of the rooms that confuse people more than it should. Bakery. This time with an electrical room. In order to push the piston that was sunk for this event up, Ginger struggled with this quite a lot with the confusion over how to get that piston up. Yeah, it is quite tough and of course contribute to some teams' incompletion.
Through. Open the door for us.
Nice job, go. That's first, good shit.
Then we have the recurring room of the game, CD lamps. The way to approach this is to spread out with one focusing on one place or the other. Although it will be a mess, but a specific aim towards an unlit lamp is a very time-saving strategy. And of course, be sure to keep track on how many lamps are still left, cause at the end, You might just wonder like, oh yeah, what the lamps are not turned on yet? Yeah.
Yeah, you're crossing over that way. I've got.
Yeah.
I got one.
One right there.
Oh god. I got it. Whoa! That was terrifying.
This next room is the test of attention to detail in a rush situation. Search the house. Well, similar to find a button, the aim here is to find the 5 items needed. Although the items were exactly not clear due to everyone rushing to find them. But an ideal way to approach this is to have a person find a specific item with one finding 2. When approaching a certain room, search the room carefully. Look at every corner and take your time. Because if you have to go back to a room, you are indeed wasting time. This is what got fruit berries for the honey blocks as well as Dream himself. However, some teams did this room pretty well.
For bed. Oh, here's a bed. I got a bed. Oh, I got a sapling. Okay, here we go.
Okay, cool.
How do we get downstairs?
Just run down the stairs in the corner.
Okay.
If you guys have it all, good.
Yeah, let's go to the exit.
Okay, good. We're good.
Next is honey slide. Per the title says, you need to slide from the honey. And to be fair, it was not that obvious at first, since the way that you know is by observing, which is, you know, unlikely due to people being all over the place, yeah. And of course, the scoreboard. Well, a feedback from your boy here. A subtitle in the title showing the name of the room would be nice and make the room much easier to figure out, yeah. Now, onto the room itself. You need to slide down the honey walls and shoot the targets. Other than that, it depends on your vertical aim to try and shoot all the targets as fast as possible. This room of course took some time, as some players cannot figure out what to do in the room until like 20 to 30 seconds into the room itself, with them just jumping down and not using the slides. This costed a lot of time for those teams.
Over here.
No.
Got
it.
Nice,
go,
John.
go, jump down.
Go.
And just up this wall, up the wet, up big wet.
Yep.
Then we have kitchen, a classic staple to grid runners. Same as with Search the House, assign each item to a person and try to find all ingredients as fast as possible. All the ingredients that are outdoor related, like animals, crops and mushrooms, should be found outside. Fishes, bowls, buckets and others should be found inside the house itself. With this prior knowledge, this room should be easy to work with.
I'm doing that.
And wheat. Cocoa bean and wheat, actually.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay,
and I got the stew.
Mushrooms,
go.
Woo! I love mushrooms.
Speedrun. Nice.
Nice.
Well, speaking of easy, here's the tough one. Tower. This is where communications are very important. One person per each side, with one parkour person telling specifically where to put the levers. The outlines for each player really helps with this, to locate where the parkour person is.
On your side. Nice. Beautiful.
Nice. We'll crush that.
And the final one is the toughest of them all, slime push. With the same mechanics as Noxcrew game shows do My Nation, players have to push the slime contraptions for their teammates to light the lamps. It is a very tough room indeed, as that you need to understand some of the mechanics that is happening either on the spot or prior. With people who figure it out on the spot or later struggling with this room a lot. The shift key here is also very important to not let yourself fall off. And of course, jumping down will waste your time. Seriously, yeah. Another way to approach this room is to have one player on each side, except the beginning slime contraption, and 2 players in the middle, turning on the lamps.
Okay, leave it there. Got it, completed.
Let's go.
6 seconds, 5 seconds.
And that's the game. Well, not really. Due to the difficulty in that last room, as well as confusion throughout Bakery, Search the House and Honey Slide, most of the teams did not complete the overall course. Although as mentioned in the admin stream that it is easier than All-Stars, but this is one of the toughest grid runners yet in the history of MC Championship. One way to approach this game is to have a good mindset, but being pressured does not help at all. Oh boy, we got some work to do for grid runners. Hopefully this game got some more love in the next event. Before we move on though, if you want to get involved with or be featured in the show, you can tweet at us at the live show at MCC Live Show on Twitter, or the hashtag Behind the Dome. And possibly maybe your tweets could be featured on the next week's episode. There are also some other cool things to come as well, so be sure to follow us there. Now then, moving swiftly along, there are a lot of competitors that have been in the event from all sides of the community. Today, we are going to showcase one of them. He's the one who predicted Science Centipede's 9th and came 9th himself. Well, somebody did, but this guy is like the main culprit. I think you get what I mean. Here's Callum.
Run! We gotta get to the end! We gotta get to the end! No! Run!
Seapeekay is one of the most influential people in the MC Championship community, from his All Things MCC YouTube channel to MCC focused live streams. Before MCC, Seapeekay's content is focused on SMP videos, in-X Live SMP and many more. He also does variety content both in Minecraft and other general gaming and real life content, including Creekcraft's favorite game, Roblox Piggy.
Right, we're in a bit of a predicament here, aren't we? Oh no! Uh-oh. Okay, well, that went dreadfully, to be quite frank.
Aside from YouTube, he also does plenty of Twitch live streams in various games, in Minecraft as well as Valorant, which he still does this up to date, including his involvement on the Vault Hunters SMP.
Which door?
Seapeekay joined the event in MC Championship 2 with the team of Solidarity, Catherine Elizabeth, and Martin in the Littlewood. The team name itself is one of the most interesting team name yet. The Yellow Yolks. Of course, because he himself asked for it, and after being trolled of not having the Yellow Yaks, it's a whole story there, yeah. In his debut at MCC, although there is limited footage of him available apart from his highlights, but he has a solid debut performance of 16th place. But the thing that stood out the most is, unfortunately, he did the thing that you should not do in MCC. Spam clicking.
He wasted his damage potion. On me, I need help. Right side, please help.
Oh no, they got me. I was trying
right side.
Well, aside from that, his following MCCs were roughly similar to his debut at MCC, before he eventually won the entire event with Quick, Scott, and Shubble.
Oh! Yes! Let's go! Let's go!
And then comes his competitive arc, MCC 6 and 7, with the dream team of Technoblade, Wilbur, and Filza, with the strategies flying through within the team, including the cheesy Build Mart strats.
So last night, I spent 6 hours reviewing the VOD of every Build Mart that has ever been played, and identified the 26 possible builds that we have to make, noted every material needed for all of those builds, organized them by section, and then had everyone get every item you would need.
And of course, a very decent ace race, which sets him off to be one of the great people out there for ace race. Although the team lost to the Green Guardians in MCC 7, but it sparked a new project for him.
Let's bring the teams up. Take a look at this. Yes, this is every team in MCC 8. I'm going to go through the teams I think are top 5.
After the team's announcement in MCC 8, Seapeekay launched MCC Analysis and History, with everything MCC related from highlights, analysis, predictions, and more. The name was later changed to All Things MCC around May-June 2021, which is a much more memorable name to be exact. Yeah, MCC, All Things MCC, it's. The content also shifted a bit, focusing on the top plays, some player spotlights, and of course, his signature Reddit videos.
Is this a Megamind meme? This is what we've descended to now. The mods are posting Megamind memes.
Back to MCC though, his performance became increasingly better. He also wore a heart monitor in MCC 13 just to feel the chaos of the team of him, Tubbo, Tommy, and Finster, sending a very chaotic goodbye to Season 1.
Underneath the Christmas tree, I just want it for my own. All that you could ever know.
During MCC 13 and the Season 1 break, Seapeekay was very determined to get better at the games of the event. With the launch of the new practice server, Callum, or Seapeekay, went straight ahead and grind out all the practices in games that are available. He is named as the king of the practice server, with one of the games being very much his go-to game for the leaderboard.
Boys! We did it! What am I gonna do with the rest of my stream? I don't know, it took me an hour.
Oh, and I forgot to mention as well that he grunts a lot of Taylor Swift Force as well. And well, it also helped him a lot as well. After so many stats, teasers, analysis, and of course his grind on the practice server, Seapeekay was back for Season 2, with a very strong team of him, Sapnap, Catherine, and Puns. And of course, a very strong performances from them all. Yeah, we do not talk about the ace race controversy here. They are cracked, but not ace rate, you know, we do not, yeah. Although due to some mishaps in dodgeball, they unfortunately lost. But this is the start of something I call the cracked arc.
Wait, Seapeekay top 10? Wait!
Please.
8th! Woo!
Wow.
Let's go!
Right,
In MCC 15, he quote-unquote broke the captain's curse by bringing the Jardoon himself to dodgeball after so many MCCs, with a very solid performance in ace race for all of the players in the team and many more. This is also the very first time in a regular event that Seapeekay himself is in the top 10. But unfortunately, same as with the last event, due to the OP team that is Red Rabbits, they lost. But the loss streak came to an end with the bond between Dream and himself. With that, they together alongside Finster and the Muffin Head Bad Boy Halo, he won his first Season 2 event.
Finn, you're dressed as Dream. Do it for Dream.
Fast forward 2 months later, he made history. The first LAN team in the history of MC Championship. MCC 18's Violet Vampires. And of course I have to say, it is very chaotic.
Hit him, hit him, hit him! Yes, Jimmy! Place it, place it, place it, place it! Place anything, Jimmy! Place anything, Jimmy! Jimmy! We lost! We lost, they had a block.
With his skills becoming increasingly better, his performances became one of the good ones out there in the event, showing the recent events and helping the team with anything that they need. His PvP skills has also becoming very decent as time goes by, with him not spamming clicking anymore and making decisions that helped him a lot in the games that he play. His only weakness though is everyone's favorite game, Pixels at Build Mart, where the communication in his recent teams except for All-Stars, sometimes being all over the place and the memorization of the blocks that are needed are quite not good, I would say. I don't have a better term, but yeah. But having a very solid strategy in the game would help him a lot in the long run, shown in some various other Build Mart games.
What we can to get points.
just spamming stuff down right now.
I
was like, second. Hey, that's solid. Where did Red finish? Where did Red finish?
That's very, very good. And green winning is fine.
Oh, they're 8th.
Okay. Well played. That's good. That's good.
After all, Seapeekay has been one of the most influential and great player in the event, with strategies, analysis, and a determination to improve himself event by event. These factors will of course help him in the long run of the event, and of course he will be one of the top out there. Oh, and one more thing. When you place down your TNT in Sky Battle, be careful of your shifting, because this will happen.
TM maybe, TM. Oh yeah, TNT.
Yeah, okay, I'm good.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. Well.
Oh yeah, and of course you can't place a TNT down if a person is in a spot. Yeah, that's why he can't place that TNT. Yeah. His influence indeed strengthened the community even further, even with his Megamind Reddit moments. Well, that's all from us here in Behind the Dome. There will hopefully be more content and of course some more news from MCC soon. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and of course, keep on watching Duechayapol. See you guys, bye bye.